Good morning, Scorpios. I hope that you're all doing well. Yeah, the sun has come out after crazy storms last night. It was unbelievable. We had hail, bigger than golf balls. Like it was just unbelievable. You can see it trending on Twitter. That being said, I want to thank you all for your support. Seriously, I cannot believe the number of subscribers. You guys are incredible. Um, just thank you for being here. Seriously, I know I've had some of you loyal Scorps since day one, and I'm so grateful for you, and I hope you know that. A big shout out as well to Crystal Beauty. Yeah, amazing. Um, for those of you that haven't subscribed, please do. The button is just below, and then you'll be able to be notified when your readings come out, because I usually read every few days for each sign, because I don't want the energy to get stagnant and the messages to be repetitive, right? And what else? Scorpios. The messages will not relate to everybody's situation, of course, because I'm reading for so many. So take what does and leave the rest. If you'd like a personal reading, and thank you guys so much for those of you that are purchasing. That is so kind. I love it. I'm reading for people all over the world now. It's incredible. You can find the link to my website just below in the description box. And yeah. Okay, so I'm just coming into the energy, Scorpios. Spirit, what messages do you have for Scorpios today? What is important for them? What's going on with them that they need to be aware of? Strength. Good on you. Looks like you're drawing on inner strength reserves. So obviously some things may have been challenging for you recently, and as such, you are trying to find the courage. You're trying to find the courage as well to balance out possibly any rage you might be feeling inside. Because this card speaks to wanting to control situations, and usually that's because we feel out of control inside. So when we have that need to control our external factors, it's because we feel like we're going to lose it on the inside. So when you do the reflection and you go in and you start working on yourself and trying to balance out, the beliefs in your mind versus what your heart wants, you're able to come to the truth, if you will. And usually journaling really helps with that. But yeah, definitely trying to find strength. What is the foundation of this reading for Scorpios, please? Okay. A missed opportunity. You may be feeling as though you've missed an opportunity, or maybe you didn't take seriously, and don't shoot the messenger. This comes from spirit, okay? This isn't, I have no judgment. It has nothing to do with me. But maybe you feel as though there was an offer and you were indifferent. It's possible you didn't care as much as maybe you should have in the moment, and so this is signifying missed opportunity. Or for some of you, what it could mean is that you are getting offers and you're just not happy with the offers that you're getting. This also signifies trying to find some stability, after some emotional upheaval. Okay. So you could be just, again, which is speaking to this strength card, you could be just trying to find stability after a mess of situations, and usually it's to do with love because that's cups. Okay, so maybe a relationship ended, or maybe a marriage ended, or whatever be the case. And yeah, you're just trying to get yourself grounded and stable again. In the recent past, you've got the Seven of Cups. Okay, so this can be a few things. This can be confusion. Maybe you don't know what was going on, what happened in the situation completely. Maybe there was daydreaming, or maybe you have been daydreaming if there was a breakup, and perhaps, as I mentioned to some who might be going through it, that if they didn't, sometimes we don't see what we have when we have it, and then we look back and we're like, oh man, and then we're stuck in our feels about it, right? Because this is also cups, which signifies emotions and feelings. Let's get a clarifier. What was keeping Scorpio stuck there, please? What's the Seven of Cups? Let's see. Nine of Wands. Yeah, wounded warrior. So it was definitely after an argument, and this is regret. This is continuing to fight, but you don't really feel like you have much left, right? So this could also speak to pondering about what your future is going to look like, what's coming for you, or what's going to happen now in your life. There could be a sense of fear, especially with this wounded warrior energy of, are things going to work out for me? Am I going to find what I want? It's tough. Um, there could be regrets over an argument as well, because if there was a lot of effort that was put into a situation, um, yeah, you could be seeing that maybe the person you were dealing with actually did put in a lot of effort, and now you're wondering and reminiscing on it. Or this could be that you put in a lot of effort, and you're thinking back to it, and maybe you're wondering, like, why didn't it work out, right? We can clarify that Four of Cups as well. Four of Cups, please. Yeah. See, I didn't even need to pull a card. It was about an argument. It was about fight, competition, maybe competing with each other, or maybe just a lot of external forces that were causing conflict in your life, okay? So this could be anything that you had to deal with that just really took a lot out of you, okay? Maybe you just felt like you couldn't. Why am I getting one up? Maybe someone was just trying to one up you. I'm not really sure, but maybe you were trying to one up them. That's just the situation that I'm getting. So the current energy as of today, besides the strength card, the strength is the overall, but this is today's energy, if you will, or how you're feeling in this moment. Wow, still Nine of Wands again, still wounded warrior. Still, I'm getting sadness. I'm getting a, do I give up? Do I walk away? Do I stop? I've come so far. Is this really it? How much further can I go? What do I do? But I also am getting a sense of guardedness too, that perhaps maybe you've shelled up, and now you've shelled up to the point where you're not letting anything or anybody in. And then when that happens, we get a little bit isolated. Okay, so that could be some lingering energy here from that Four of Cups. All right, let's clarify that Nine of Wands, please, Spirit. Or maybe you're willing to fight for something. Maybe there's something, maybe you're willing to just get that last bit of strength, and maybe that's what you're trying to conjure up here, is that last bit of strength to do something. What is this about, please? Four of Pentacles, yeah. You're holding on to something. There's something that you're holding on to very tightly. It could be your finances, okay? Maybe you're fighting for your finances if you're going through any situations that might affect them. You could be holding on to somebody, because we have the cups as well. So maybe you're determined to hold on to them, right? But also, there's a little bit of a warning here too about the control, right? And we all know, bless you, and I would know, I have Scorpio in my chart too, is that, the addiction to control. So what we were talking about here in the middle is, feeling out of control inside. So we try to control externally, and then it all falls apart. And the reason why is because life is trying to teach us that we have to control ourselves, which means we got to do the work ourselves, and we got to get ourselves in balance. Otherwise, we will continue to neglect and not look at our issues, and we will be too focused on how everything else is supposed to be done with everyone else, right? And that's not for everybody. And then for others, I feel like maybe you're just hanging on for the last little bit of control that you have. Maybe externally you feel like there is no control, and maybe it's just time to surrender to that and say, you know what? Okay. If things are the way they are, then I'm not going to fight it anymore. I'm just going to go with the flow. We'll just see what happens. But then some of you too, I just got this strength again. Some of you are just, you got this fight, and maybe you're trying not to do it in a controlling way, but now you're trying to change something in your circumstances because of the Seven of Cups, and you're just trying to figure out how you do it because you're determined to make it happen. You're determined to have it because you're holding on so tightly. Very cool. Let's see what's coming in the near future for you, please. A decision's going to be made. Woo! Feeling bonded to somebody? I think this is a decision really about cutting out toxicity, okay? So there could be some addictions. There could be a lot of drug use, drinking, prescription medications, cigarettes, food, sex. The devil represents temptation, okay? So we all know that if we're not doing our inner work and facing our issues, then we get addicted to things. There's those that need to feel good and they go out and chase tail, if you will. And when they do that, it's an empty feeling that will never give longevity in terms of feeling good inside. And the reason why is because that's the illusion that the devil gives is, oh, this is great, sex is great. Well, yeah, it is, but not if it's empty. Yeah, drugs are good, but you're always chasing that first high. Once you come down, you never get that first high again, and you continue to go out and find the drug over and over again and use it and hurt yourself continuously in the process because you want that high. And really all it is because you're afraid to do the inner work. And it's okay. We all have to go through it, and we all have been afraid. I've been there. We've all been there. But what's awesome about this is the King of Swords. So this could be a lawyer, a judge, a magistrate, anybody in the courts. It could be a police officer, it could be anyone in security, but this is about making a decision. So perhaps maybe you're dealing with somebody in the law right now to cut out toxicity, because the toxicity not only speaks to addictions, but it also speaks to codependency or somebody who is just absolutely evil. Okay, so some evil energy around you. So if you're dealing in the justice system, it looks as though some decisions are going to be made, which is really good to cut out, because that's what the King of Swords does. Swift, quick action, and it's done. So cutting out the toxicity. So fantastic, because it looks as though if you are dealing with legalities, something is going to come through for you because it was in the upright position. So that's fantastic. Let's see how you're feeling about this situation, or feeling about your life right now. Feeling about the life right now, please, spirits. How they're showing up. How are Scorpios showing up right now? Right. Somebody who's been through a lot. King of Wands. Somebody who's been through a lot, but has learned from the past. Has learned a lot and is willing to take that action. You could be dealing, I'm wondering if you're dealing with a fire sign, because there's a lot of fire here. There's Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, okay? And if that's not their sun signs, check their moon, Venus, and rising as well, signs in their chart, because that could very well be having an influence. Also, check yours as well, because not only your sun sign has a direct influence, but also so does your moon, Venus, and rising signs. So you might want to watch those videos. They may resonate more for you if this one isn't. But yeah, this is somebody who has a long-term vision. They have a vision laid out in their mind, and they're going to get to it, and they're going to do whatever it takes to get there. So whatever this vision is for your life, and possibly that goes back to the Seven of Cups, you're now willing to make sure it happens. Now, the thing with this card, though, is that the King of Wands doesn't really take action. They have the Knights take the action. So you may have a view for your life right now, but maybe you're just waiting on having others to do something for you, which is okay, but it might be good as well to jump in and take some action as well, right? Let's not forget our knight qualities, if you will, right? Getting on that horse and riding in and doing it. But regardless, this is somebody who's very bold, strong, charismatic, incredible, sees projects and are going to see them through. Okay? So good on you. Do you want me to find out what that is? What is that project? What is that focus for this bold leader here for Scorpio? Strength. Yeah, see, there's more fire. There you go again. Yeah, you're trying to find the courage to make something happen here. Trying to find that inner strength to cooperate with somebody, to take the action. There we go. See? Oh my gosh. You can't make this up. What was I saying about the action is going to be needed, but I guess right now you're just pondering on how to make something happen for you. So this is the Three of Pentacles. So if you're dealing with a relationship or a work situation or a family situation, you're looking at how to cooperate to make something happen. So this would be representing your position, their position, and how to get to this, which is the outcome, the desired results. Okay, so whether that be a project that you're collaborating on, how do we make this successful? If it's love, how do we get to this stability in this romantic relationship? So you're looking at ways to figure out how to take action towards getting these goals accomplished. Nice. Look at you guys. Let's see who the person who's on your mind or who you're dealing with is feeling or seeing you in the moment. How are they seeing Scorpio in the moment, please? How are they seeing Scorpios in the moment? Yeah. Okay, so you may have left somebody out in the cold. You may be ignoring them. You may have your back turned to them. And it is probably due because this speaks of external circumstances. Maybe someone sees you as possibly maybe you're having financial issues at the moment, but that's out of your control, right? These are external circumstances. And maybe that's why you've disappeared. Or maybe you just ghosted and you're not speaking to them. It really speaks to being left out in the cold. Okay? So that's how somebody else is seeing, or whomever you're dealing with is seeing. They're feeling neglected, ignored, and just left out. And let's see, we can clarify that if you'd like. Yeah, maybe they feel like you said some nasty things to them that hurt them and caused drama, okay? Or maybe you, or maybe they said something nasty to you that caused drama, right? Maybe it's fighting. Maybe you had to just put someone out in the cold right now because there were fights going on. All right. But yeah, this person is feeling left out in the cold, and maybe you're considering talking. Maybe you're considering going in and clearing things up, because this is that action card, right? And it would be very swift and quick. You'd be like, okay, you know what? No, this is ridiculous now. Let's talk. Let's work on this project. Let's get this thing sorted. Okay. Or maybe they're thinking of doing that to you. Maybe they want to reach out and come in with swift action because this is also how they're seeing you. Or maybe they felt that you hurt them and they left you out in the cold, right? Could very well be any of those scenarios. Let's see what the hopes and fears are, please, for Scorpios. Hopes and fears. Please, Spirit. Hopes and fears. The hopes, well, the fears are in and out. The fears are instability. The fears are unreliable. Like, how do I put this? This is the player deck, or the player in the deck. He's the one. He's the knight that comes along, romances somebody off of their feet, and then just disappears. Okay. So you could be afraid of this happening to you, or you could be doing this. Maybe you're a player and you're afraid of, the fact that maybe that's why you're drawing on the strength or trying to, is because you can't control this part of yourself. Very much so, possibility. Or the person that you're dealing with, or the people that you're dealing with, they may be like this. They may come in and romance you and then they just disappear, right? And only come back when it serves them. So yeah, there's definitely that hope and fear, or fear there. But also the hopes too is that somebody's going to take some bold action. Somebody's going to step up. Somebody is going to find the strength to make happen, right? Because didn't I say being a knight? Also, the hope is I'm going to find the strength to actually be brave enough to just do it. Just do what it is that I really want to do. And whatever that is in terms of that cooperation that we just had, that's what that's about. So let's see what the outcome is going to be for Scorpios, please. Outcome. Justice. There you go. See, for those of you that I was talking about over here in terms of possibly dealing with the justice system, things are going to get sorted out. So if it's a divorce, it's going to come through. All right. And I believe it's going to come through in a pleasant way, but also fairness is going to come. But fairness, we have to remember, takes collaboration, as that Three of Pentacles speaks to, which is, you know, everyone can have their own, their own position, but it's about compromise to make that final goal. And there's nothing wrong with compromise. What is wrong is when control comes in, because if everyone's trying to control, then compromise can't be met, right? And yeah, so it's about finding balance and fairness for everybody involved. And it's justice is here. That's a major arcana. So that means something is going to work out. Yes, justice and fairness, and this is about love. That's that Knight of Cups. So maybe you're thinking of offering your love to somebody. Maybe that argument or whatever that was happening back here with this Four of Cups, and you're trying to consider how to do something or make things work again. Maybe you're going to find that courage from this strength to look out after reflection with that Seven of Cups and say, hey, look, you know, I'm sorry. I got caught in my ego. I didn't see in the minute that, you know, how I was talking to you hurt you, or how I acted towards you hurt you, or what I did with somebody else hurt you. I didn't realize that, right? But because this is your reading, this is something that you might be willing to do. And I think you'll do that as soon as you come to the realization, which you're doing, about fairness. But yeah, this is somebody romantic. This is you. Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Okay? Maybe you're dealing with a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio, and you're wanting to reconcile. You're wanting to find a way to bring fairness and balance into the relationship, because it's cups. It's about love. Right? That's really beautiful. Let me pull one more card for you guys, and then I'm going to wish you an amazing day. Spirit, what guidance do you have for Scorps, please? What guidance do you have for Scorps? Family. Whoops. This situation is rooted in an emotional experience with a family member, which we can help you to understand and heal. In your mind and heart, surround this person, yourself, and the experience with calming blue light and many angels. Be open to the gifts within the situation and allow yourself to feel peace. So yeah, I mean, if it's court situations that are going on, because I'm really focused on kids right now and just that whole family piece. If it's a court situation, try to be as calm as possible. I know that's easier said than done, but maybe, I don't know, just do whatever you can and know and trust that it's going to work out, okay? Spirit is saying that they've got an eye on it, and here's justice. Things are going to work out. And if it's love, let's see. What is your advice for Scorpios in the love situation, please? Worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So maybe you're waiting for somebody. But Spirit also says, too, that everybody's got to make an effort, right? Anyway, I think that is a beautiful reading, and whatever it is, it's worth waiting for. And maybe, like, with all of this energy we were talking about, maybe you're done. You knew it was worth waiting for, and now you're going to take the action. Beautiful. All right, Scorps, love you to the moon and back, and I will see you guys again in a few days. If this resonated, please hit the like button. If it didn't, no worries, but don't hit the Don't hit the thumbs down just because it didn't resonate. You guys are so funny. There's some people that are doing that and they're like, oh, well, I hit the down button because it wasn't my story. It's a general read. Anyway, love you guys. See you again soon. Mwah. Bye.